What's up, everyone? How's it going? Let's see. I think everything's working normally. Hopefully y'all can hear me. How's it going, friends? Welcome to the PlayVS Stadium teams. Practice days. For those who don't know me, my name is Kiki Love. I will be your host, shoutcaster, high school coach. What else this evening? Won't really be coaching. They don't need to be coached by me, but hope y'all are doing well this evening. Gonna give it a few minutes, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about a fairly new feature that we launched this season. It's called Practice Days. If you are on the PlayVS platform, you got a team, and you want to play against anyone in your region, or technically across the country, depending on the time zone, you can join and play. And that's what we're going to try to do today. I'm going to showcase a little bit of the feature, going to showcase us joining the queue, getting matched up, and if everything goes well, playing a game. So, and then we'll be casting it. Probably we'll do a full series, the full best of 3. But we'll give the option to the coach that we play against, so that they, if they want to continue on their day. League is a long game, friends. League of Legends is long. I've had games last up to like 55 minutes, probably the longest, 55 to an hour. Kiki on camera, Riot. Oh, I can actually get Kiki. Hey, he actually walked in. Hello, friends. This is my namesake. Here you go. There we go. Nobody needs to riot. This is Kiki. She's a Shiba Inu Chow mix. And on my personal stream, she is there. You can request her at any time using her Kiki coins. Everything is themed off of her. I'm way too attached to this dog. But, yeah. Fun, friends. I'm looking forward to this. This has been in the works for a little bit now. Probably been talking about this for a few months at this point. But we are gonna go now. I need you to let me hide some of this. There we go. We're gonna go over here. This is gonna be the in-game draft, but I'm gonna add a little window here for us so that we can see the practice day queue. And then I think it's this one. Yeah. Ignore this. It's very big. There we go. Ew. I didn't think to add this one beforehand, but those of you who know me know this is to be expected. But this is the practice day queue, and we're about to join it. Come on. Kiki does not like being trapped in the room. She likes to have options, so I had to walk away. But we're gonna join the practice day queue. So, I'm gonna pull this one over here. Yeah, don't need that one. So we have a team called PlayVS Staff on the PlayVS Stadium High School. So if you are watching this and you are a coach and you are also in the practice queue, there's a really good shot that we get matched up. This is a first come, first serve queue. So we're going to go over here. Perfect. Now you see our fancy logo. See that we're now playing League of Legends. It's going to automatically generate a scrimmage for us once we are matched up. And just in a minute here at 5:50, I'm going to join the queue. And we'll see how long it takes. We'll see if we get challenger queue times or if we get my tier, which is like silver, gold on a good day, levels of play. Now, friends, we're about to play some League of Legends. So my question to you is going to be, what's your favorite champion? What champion do you want to see play? Now, I'm not going to say I have some pull and I can make that happen, but I just want to know. Ah, yes. One of our actual players is going to say what their favorite champion is. Corki and Jhin, both great champions. Jin's thematic is awesome. RIP that we won't get the really cool Jhin skin. It's only going to be Wild Rift. It's not going to main. There we go. Kiki finally left, so I can shut the door. Favorite to play is Jhin. Favorite character-wise is Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is probably in the bottom, like, 10% champions that I actually know about. I just know Void Monster. And I know I just refer to the champion as Geometry. Because I can't dodge anything. Slid. I respect your decision. But no, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I hate Shaco. Shaco's probably my top 5 banned champion in all of League of Legends. Yeah, I think I might have played one Vel'Koz game on accident, like in an ARAM. So, let's go ahead and join this queue. We'll see. It could be immediate. We could get a queue immediately, which would be kind of tough. But I think everybody's actually confirmed in the Discord chat, and they're playing right now. I told them to be ready by 6 Central. So we are competing from the Central region, so be a fun one. Thanks everyone for the follows. Welcome to PlayVS, and specifically for me, selfishly, as one of the Stadium folks. Welcome to PlayVS Stadium. I am one of the handful of faces that you'll probably see on this channel. You won't see me for championship broadcasts. There'll be a way higher level and caliber of faces that you will see for the championship broadcasts coming. We're coming pretty soon now. Championships are probably some of my favorite things that we do. What's the game 1 draft strategy? Snowball? Pick snowballing every lane. So that way, if you lose the early game, you just know you're going to lose automatically. Let's do that. Nunu then? Yeah. Please don't stick me, because I'm going to be doing both color casting and shout casting. Yes, great link. Thank you. The high school championship schedule just got released today. We'll be streaming that on this channel here. We've got a second PlayVS channel, and over on YouTube, I believe, are the three channels off the top of my head. Somebody wants to play Teemo. I know somebody on the team wants to play Teemo. Make sure. We will do our absolute best to make use the lobby codes. I'll play mid, whatever chat wants. All right, everybody vote for like Yone or Yasuo. We need high activity champions here. All right. I am gonna leave it on this screen just so that if anybody joins in, they can see this queue, see what it looks like. Yumi mid. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a Yumi, even though Yumi will probably be banned. See Garen Yumi. If y'all remember that meta. Y'all played during that time frame. Absolutely horrendous. I hated every second of it. Much like the majority of my ranked games, I wish that Yumi was not in existence in the world of League of Legends, but what can you do? Now, I asked y'all for y'all's favorite champion. Mine is Camille, because I absolutely love the Steel Shadow. I feel like she's got so much mobility. She can lock down. You get 2 or 3 items, and you can be a champion. Even if it takes you a long time to get there, once you get 2 or 3 items, you just can, you just have late game effectiveness. That's kind of what I like, because I'm bad. So if I get bodied in lane, I want to choose champions that can still be effective in late game. Mordekaiser is a great one. One of our friends is playing, has been playing a little bit of Mordekaiser. So it is students only. That's the short answer for that. But if you get matched up against us, that will be allowed. That's the longer one. All right, we got matched up. Let's go. I'm gonna accept it. Hey, we accepted. Let's go. I'm gonna move back to talking so that we don't see anybody's information here. Oh no. Why is my chat tab grayed out? Oh, hey, there we go. Let's go. All right. And then that means you must be Coach Mosley. Awesome. Thanks for joining. I guess since you're in chat, I don't have to drop all of the messages that I wanted to drop in chat, but just so you guys know who is actually playing, here's this. There's the I didn't pull all of it. You copy and paste the whole link. That is the op.gg for everyone that will be playing. And we got the lobby code. I'm gonna join the lobby on this side. Let me take this match lobby chat, move it over here, friends, and let's get into the lobby. Alrighty. Hey, there we go. We are in there. Let's go back to in-game left. You guys should see that. Let's remove that. And here we go, friends. We are in here. Hey, CJ's in here too. Let's go. Oh, and Slid's a player too. Nice. But yeah, long answer. I mean, since y'all are in the chat, if a coach wants to play, that totally works for me. In general, though, coaches are not allowed to play in our matches. So it's a good practice not to do that. But in this instance, you're playing with us, you're obviously playing against staff. That is usually not allowed either. So we could definitely make some changes here. Let's see. Alrighty. Yeah, if you want to hop in, especially if you just want to spectate, that works too. Oh, well, we're getting right into it. Going to picks and bans. All right, just based on the chat, Slid Mirror said Shaco's his favorite champion, so we might see some Shaco. Shaco. But there's a lot of champions in League of Legends that they have 2 ways to say their name. I say Vigar. Most people say Vagar. I think his actual chat says, or like his voice lines say Vagar. Akshan, solid bans. I'm a Fiora banner. myself. My guess on the PlayVS Stadium side, I don't know who all of these people play. I know their favorite champions, but I don't know who everybody plays. So we'll have a lot more insight when it comes to game 2. Right now, I just kind of want to see some fun stuff. I want to see some early game activity. See as much of that as possible. The Teemo ban. That's a good one. Hey, Blitzcrank. All right, CJ. Hey, Blitzcrank's buffs are crazy. I played Blitzcrank jungle a little bit. First strike Blitzcrank jungle is kind of fun. His new E is very nice. All right, so we got the bans out of the way. Trundle's very solid pick. Ooh. Swap into camp. Blitzcrank top. Nice. Bruiser Blitz top. All right, we got the Karma pick. Solid. Lots of utility. Warwick is the first champion I ever mained in the jungle. I've kind of mained every role but support since I started. Started as ADC, was terrible at that. Moved to mid, and then mid/jungle. And Warwick was one of the ones I played. I'm a big fan of Volibear and Graves nowadays. But Warwick is super good. Gangplank doesn't surprise me. That's going to be for JT, J Trollin. He's going to play Gangplank. The Callista on Wames was nice too. Darius. Darius is a very exciting pick. We'd love to see that. Ooh, Samira. The Samira combo, that's a lot of mobility. A lot of mobility. Yuumi jungle solos the entire game. Yuumi solos the entire game in general anytime they're in the map. The Ahri pick makes sense. That's going to go to Farmin over in the mid lane. He plays a decent amount of Ahri. I've seen him play Corki too. But all solid bans. It's like we're watching the Worlds 2022 again with the Azir, Akali, Ryze ban. Not nearly as many 80 carries this time around, though. Bel'Veth. Bel'Veth's a very good ban. I'm pretty sure Mahir plays a little bit. Banning another jungle is probably the best bet. Mahir in the jungle on our team is the highest ranked player. So getting rid of some of those mains is probably the best decision. The Rumble ban. That's gotta be a pocket pick for somebody else. I haven't seen a Rumble ban in like 3 years. Yeah, sounds good, coach. I think our team's we've gone into it. We don't want to Hey, I'm glad. Hey, Rumble's nice. I wonder where do y'all usually play? Rumble top, Rumble in the jungle, Rumble mid, Rumble support? Yeah, I totally understand. We also had a general understanding, especially just Mahir and JT being in the higher percentage of players. They're not trying to gain LP in this game. Bel'Veth is such a good jungler right now. Absolutely one of the strongest snowballing champions. Alrighty, we're gonna have to do some moving around, but I'm confused. Who is the jungle? I don't know what's happening over there. The other side is going to be make a lot more sense. All right, so we've got. Okay, somebody's going to have to tell me how to say SHS's name. Is it Silakuga? Silacauga? It's going to take a little bit to get into the game, so I'll be updating it once we actually get into it. Scylla. Is it Ku or Cow? Scylla Kauga. Scylla Kauga? I try to get pronunciations right. This is what I do most of the time. I usually do it with usernames, but I'm not going to try that. Silicaga? Where are y'all from? I haven't actually seen... This will be one of the first times I've seen... Alabama. Oh, wait. I think I saw... Nice. Well, thanks for joining us. This will be a fun one. And then, what else can we... While we're waiting for the game to boot up. Let's see, who are the most exciting champions? So Ari on Farmin is probably going to be the most interesting for me. It looks like... I would assume more it's going to be Karma support Lux mid. And Farmin hasn't played too much. He's played a lot more recently, but obviously playing against Lux, dodging skill shots, things like that. If you haven't been playing a lot, it can be a little more difficult to do that. That's why people ban Blitzcrank in most of the early elos. I banned Blitzcrank for probably the first 2 years, off and on. And then listen, Slid Mirror with the Shaco is called it out as the favorite champion. I'm interested. I'm interested to say the least. Vex is a very solid ban right now, just in general. Especially if I'm mid lane, I do not want to play against Vex. But good Vexes are just most good champions are most people who are really good at their champion are scary. But good Vexes are spooky. Alrighty, coming down to the 30-second mark, friends. All right, let me know in the chat, who would you like to see come out on top? It's going to be Silicaga, or is it going to be the Play versus Staff? Are they going to go 1-0, or are they going to go 0-? I want to know in the chat. You please let us know. Slid's in game and just typing away. All right. Thank you for the staff. I mean, I'm naturally biased. I don't shoutcast bias, but I'm biased, obviously. I would like to see the Play versus team win. But on the same side, I would like to see some of my friends get absolutely bodied by some kids in high school. That's really what we're shooting for. But ultimately, we're shooting for a great game and a great series. If we go to game 3, that would be sick. Let's go Aggies. This is the last time I'm saying that. Listen, being in Texas and growing up a University of Texas fan, I cannot say that same phrase. But I respect it. Oh no. All right. Let's figure out what's happening over here. All right. I think we are good. Trying to figure out what's happening. Spectator client is not doing the best. Who's up on the podium? Are you referring to me? I would like to see what is happening here. Interesting. I'm unfortunately... It's like loaded in for me. I don't know if anybody's encountered this before. Very weird. Who's playing? There we go. Nice. It'll be the Play versus Staff team. Brand newly created versus Silicaga out of Alabama. And hopefully I can figure out what is happening here. Otherwise, this will be really sad. Let's see if I can do this. This is the first time I've ever run into this issue where I see everybody, but it's just a full-on black screen. That's tough. Let's see. Does anybody know? Have it catch the new league window. Well, I'm in the, so I'll show you what I'm seeing, just so you can see it. I'm seeing this at the moment, friends. This is not great. So I am trying to figure out how to get this back. So I don't want to leave it on this screen. I do have some nice little overlays, but the spectator client is unfortunately not letting me join. So we're going to try to join back. Hopefully we can get back in. All right. Let's try this. Probably a good call. Alrighty, let's see. Aha, okay. We are in. Just gonna get us all caught up here. Ooh, oh, wow. Okay, let's get into this. Ooh. Alrighty, friends. Hopefully, we're actually in here. So, we've got first and second blood going over to the Darius and the Shaco. So, alrighty, let's see what we got here. Mid lane matchup. Okay, no, it is Jungle Kaisa. It is Jungle Kaisa. Alrighty. Darius getting a little bit of damage off. That bleed proc is just so gross there. Not much GP is going to be able to do, but we might have a fight coming up in the... If we can get it up. Maybe. It just won't let me pull. Got a gank coming, farming coming up top, trying to get damage onto that Darius. Let's see if we can get it a bit more. Oh, now Darius has a lot of outplay potential here. It's not going to be able to get the heal, unfortunately. Shaco was coming up, and it was not going to make it happen. Alrighty. There we go. Little zoomed out for us. Perfect. We're out here playing with this food. I do wish somebody let me know if you can move the people in chat. I'm pretty sure you can move them around, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Alrighty. And let's see how the mid lane matchup is going. Gonna have to look. We've got pretty even on the CS side between Samira and Callista here. Ardent Silver just gonna keep getting as much damage. Doesn't have any pots though. Neither does Callista. Let's go check out what the mid lane's going. Farming here. Probably just going to keep getting up some farm. Some good damage coming out from the Lux. CJ just narrowly gonna miss that root. So, yeah, let's see. So we've got kills on Kaisa. And Kaisa jungle, I mean, it's one of those, like, off picks. They get fed or they don't end up doing much. Ooh, early. It's going to be a lot of damage on to JT there. Bovine. Definitely showing some mastery there. Got a little overzealous. Unfortunately, overstayed there, but... Let's see, everybody. We do have the Karma in mid lane just hit 6. Here, you're gonna get Farman gonna move down. Now GP being behind, it's really not the end of the world. Once he gets Triforce, once he gets that ultimate, JT should be able to have some impact on the map. Good part about the GP, but Darius getting the early kills is definitely going to scale. Just has the Kindle Gem, so probably not too much going to happen up top unless JT overextends. This is why. Shaco going to walk right up to the Kai'Sa. A lot of damage coming out. There's no level 6s here. Probably not much is going to happen here. Barman gets a little chunk onto Karma, but that shield's going to eat up all that damage. Shaco going to move back. Get ready to take those buffs. Checking out on the bot lane side. Lux is just going to clear out that ward. Make sure they got some vision just in case, especially with that wave pushing in. They do not want to get ganked by the Kai'Sa jungle. Especially once Kai'Sa hits ult, which I believe they just did. Ooh, stun there. See if Samir is going to capitalize. Narrowly going to dodge that root there from Iridian Light. CJ getting some good damage. Gonna hit another root. Some action mid lane. It does seem like some pings are coming through. But here is 6. See if they can make anything happen. Iridian Light is not 6. That is a big cooldown that they're not gonna have just yet. Unless they hit 6, they're definitely gonna lock up this Lux. And it is all over. Lot of typing. Hey, a lot of typing while playing. All right. Ardent Silver going to try their best to get more farm, and it is most likely going to end up an Infernal Drake in favor of PlayVS. While we're doing, let the directed camera do its work. I realized, let's get these names updated so that y'all can see who is who. And that Infernal Drake is going to go over. Farman's going to get a gank. Let's see if they're able to hit a charm there. Misses the charm. Nice sidestep there from the Darius. Probably going to take a little bit more damage, but he can get that off. Going to get a good heal there. I think unless the charm comes off and they get one more. Ult's coming out from Farman. That is not going to be enough damage from the Ahri there. The Shaco is around, though. Not going to be enough. Let's see if Mahir wants to do anything. Just going to clear the wave there. Not give up too much plate damage. That Karma is already doing a decent amount of damage. Agreed, Sean. Great escape there from the Darius. Not giving up too much. Definitely got the CS lead by about 17 there. Good stun, but Leona is just so tanky when the shield is up. That's a lot of damage coming out. They do have ult. Let's see if they're able to get the last auto off. Kallista's going to do a lot of damage. Not going to be enough. The ultimate from CJ is not going to get it done onto Wames, and the ultimate is going to trap up that Lux. Unfortunate there. Very close on the side of CJ and Ardent, but saving that ultimate for just the right time. Iridian Light. That is a Leona difference, if anything. But we got some pings going on. The top side lead is definitely going to help get one of my favorite objectives, the Rift Herald. Let's see. They'll have a lot of time. Probably be able to get some plates there. Just going to be some trading of farm here. All right, now let's take a look at the game. What do we got so far? Directed camera is going to do whatever it wants to do. A couple barrels, going to trade a lot, but JT is definitely on the losing end there. Mahir is going to come in. Oh, my lord, Darius is just on fire. He's going to walk up and chase him down. Going to get another ult. The true damage is not enough to get it done. Mahir might still die to the bleed, though. Oh, my lord. The double kill going to the Darius. That is the scariest thing that you could see at 11 minutes is a 4-2 Darius. What an outplay. Just absolutely incredible. That is a Triforce on Darius at 11 minutes. That Darius is going to be spooky, friends. So, I mean, looking at the game right now, you obviously have a very strong Darius. The 1v1 is not going to be there, most likely for the rest of the game at this point with how strong Darius is, unless we get to a real late game. Definitely can help bleed. Stun's gonna miss. A little bit of damage onto that Leona. Not gonna, just gonna shrug it off. Wames here is gonna be the win condition for PlayVS. That Kalista in the late game. Ultimate's able to save. The Shaco coming in, going to be able to get, see if they get the ult off. Going to be some damage. The stun coming out for Iridiad Light. Wame's gonna go down. Mira ulting in 200 years is gonna be the one to take down the PlayVS bot lane. Things are looking bleak for PlayVS here. But Arden Silver picking up the kill. Gonna even up that bot lane just a little bit. More gold on Deluxe is nice. And just more gold on the Shaco. Some love coming in for Silicaga in the chat. Alright. Still not too much. Just Owen in the mid lane. Farman might be caught out here. They're gonna get out. Ult's coming out. A lot of damage on a Shaco. Ari is just popping off. Farman to see it. Flashing forward. Got another ult. Got to be enough damage. Mahir going to secure it with the barrage. Now, I'm not sure on that Rift Herald what time we're at. Okay, we've still got about a third left in the cooldown on that Rift Herald. So it's not going to be an end of the world there. Shaco can still get it off. Unfortunately, they are most likely going to miss the plates with the Rift Herald, which is the toughest part. But they can probably still create some map pressure and potentially contest this Drake that is coming up here in just a minute. What kind of soul would you guys like to see? For those of you who don't know, League of Legends, the soul dragon will change the map. So we can get an ocean, cloud, mountain. I'm pretty sure those are the three options at this point, with Infernal and Hextech being the first two to go down. Mahir gonna be on the top side. No Darius to do anything. Just clearing out some wards here. With the Drake up, dropping the Rift Herald bot. There we go. Gonna drop that. Little bit of damage off. But I don't know if this kills the turret. Nah. Did not think so. Like I said, unfortunately no plates, but some good damage onto that bot side. Able to create some pressure. Mahir's taking advantage over there, grabbing some of Shaco's jungle, but PlayVS does have a decent amount of vision on this bot side, though, so. Alright. Gonna get a... Farman's gonna back off. That makes sense. See if they try to contest this. We're gonna get a Drake fight here. Farman's gonna come up, gonna get stunned. Just able to ult out of it. Not enough damage. Ult coming in from Wames. Iridian Light does not have a lot of health to work with, though. Is gonna have to flash out. Just the clone. No damage there. Ignite, though, gonna be ticking down. That's gonna be a lot of damage from both of them. On the other side, Arden Silver. Oh, just barely not able to get that kill. Mahir's gonna flash out. Wames is coming up. Face checking the Karma. We'll see if they will not going to get the Q. Gonna dash forward. The Rend is enough. Just enough spears to get that off. Definitely going to continue to agree. Wames is going to be the win condition here for PlayVS. Mahir sitting on 4-1 and 3 though. Kraken Slayer completed. Probably going to get the rest of those boots here in just a bit. First turret still has not gone down. Up onto this top side now. As we see the Gangplank, it's got the Essence Reaver. Able going to be able to farm up. Does have 7 assists now. That is that's a team player right there. A team Gangplank stat line. Trying to ping off Ardent Silver, but there is nobody in the vicinity. Just the Iridian Light. Oh, it's gonna be some fighting. Maybe? Nope. Mahir hits the W. Does not decide to ult in. Shaco, they saw that they might be backing. I think they might be pushing for the Rift Herald again. And if they get this one, that is most likely going to be the first tower. As we inch ever so closely to the 20-minute mark. Odds of us getting a soul in this game is going to be unlikely. If this second Drake continues to stay up there. We'll see. It is very, very dark for PlayVS on this side. I'm here walking into the unknown, trying to get some vision on the Drake. See if we can get to that. There we go. Ooh. Ult's going to come down. Going to be a decent amount of damage. Mahir's just going to focus the Drake, and I think they're just going to push off. Never mind. Mahir's going in. The Kraken Slayer proc is going to be enough. Rift Herald's going to crash top. Probably going to get that tower. Darius is going to chase down Jade Troll in here. It's going to be a lot of damage. Is the last auto going to come through to get the true damage? Yes, it is. Going to try to get as much of the heal off as they can. Mahir's down here doing a bunch of damage to the Shaco. Shaco's doing Shaco things. Unfortunately, is not able to get away from farming in that Ahri. Carmen is going to come in to try and lock down Mahir, but it is not going to be enough. Farman is hitting like a truck right now. This is probably going to be the secure for the Hextech Drake. Barring a crazy Lux ult, that is not going to happen. Just going to get some more vision over there if they can. Now, Farman does not have the ultimate here. But they will shortly. And Farman likes to play aggressive. Got the Everfrost up. And, whoo. Yep, that is just what we thought. It's going to ult in, going to get the W, going to get the Q, going to dive in, take a tower shot, misses the Everfrost, and Karma is just going to live. And the Darius is coming in. And the Mahir W is going to save it, but Ardent Censer is going haywire down here in the bot lane. Going to get the W, is going to get ult, is not going to survive though. Not too much else coming off of that, but Wames is going to continue to build up that shriek. And yes, Ocean Soul might be enough. They're going to try and shut down this Darius. That is a lot of damage coming up. It's going to be pretty difficult for them to get out. Nothing magical happening. Ult coming out for Wames here is going to miss. The Shaco is right there, though. Sled is going a decent amount of damage. The Bop, can they do enough damage to get rid of Iridian Light? They might be able to, but CJ is going to go down for it. Can Sled get out? Going to force everyone to try to get the box. Can it be enough? Oh my god, the Shaco getting the shutdown. Slid mirror with the outplay there. Zephyr just missing that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. And are they going to push for Baron here? Is that what we're going to do? That is what it looks like, friends. Is anybody going to be able to contest this? I don't think so. I mean, if Shaco runs straight there, then maybe they get there in time. But I think this is going to be just a free Baron. Karma. They are coming straight for you. Zephyr, get out of there. Gonna walk straight into Mahir and Farman. Is the charm gonna hit? Flashes the charm, is able to get out. He is going to have that summoner spell, but let's see here what PlayVS can make happen with this Baron call. Oh no, does they have ult? Mahir has ult, hits the long range snipe, and that is going to be a good night to CJ. Vladimir trying to get some deep jungle vision here. Gonna go ahead and pop that ultimate, send the clone towards them if they can. But those barrels are starting to hurt there from the GP. Iridian Light here. Gonna try and just clear the wave with the shield. Shield does a decent amount of damage. Gonna help that out, but everybody from PlayVS is mid right now. And you can see, got Darius split pushing in the bot lane. Again, there's still nobody on this map that can 1v1 the Darius. As long as they get vision, they are going to be a problem. Iridian Light trying to get some vision. Deep. Bovine gonna clear this one out. With that Drake coming up here in just a little bit. Ooh, the ult coming out. Nice W there from Ardent. Let's see if he's able to make a play happen here. He's gonna get his ultimate. Ardent Silver able to pull it out. And are they able to get out? The Gameplay ultimate was not enough to get Ardent Silver. The 1v1 putting Farman in the ground. Gotta save that top tier for being taken, but Mahir is coming in. If he hits that W again, gonna say they're going to go in. Mahir's gonna take the early tower shots there. They're gonna just take the tower. They're gonna get the Kai'Sa, or the Kai'Sa's gonna get the kill, and they're going to get the Samira. Not much Ardent Silver could do there. They just collapsed, and unfortunately, Leona is just Leona, and they're gonna take all of that damage. All right, Ocean Drake coming up. PlayVS is not in position. They can definitely burn this if they try. There we go. It took a little bit to start it, but it definitely looks like they're going to try and burn it down before Mahir and them can get in. Let's see. As we're trying to fight up, they're going to get that ward. Mahir's coming through. Let's see if they're able to get the Drake. The steal. No, it does not. Darius secures the Drake. Wames it in the back line, trying to get some damage. GP barrels are going to hit like a truck. Farman's on the backside, stunning up the Zephyr. Darius gets shut down. CJ gets shut down. Slidmere is trying to escape with their life. Can they hop off? And they cannot. PlayVS gets the wipe on Silicaga there at the Ocean Drake. Ardent Silver is the only one alive. No more Baron. So definitely still a lot of game left. Silicaga is able to at least stop the Drake stacking. So we definitely will not see a soul for some time at this point. This bot tower is most likely going to fall. It is absolutely going to fall, not most likely. And we've got Silicaga coming back. And let's see what they are able to make happen here. Wow. What a game, friends. What a game. Now, the gold differential here is definitely a lot. I mean, 7,000 is nothing to shake your head at. That is going to be a decent amount of damage coming out from really everybody on the team, the side of PlayVS at this point. But the objective bounty gold can even some things up. So if they're able to get a pick, Wames is just going to use that Callista. Zephyr is going to have to flash out defensively again. Fortunately, not much is going to happen. We're just going to watch the end. I heard the ping, so I think we might know what's going to happen. But we're going to see how this shakes down. The GP ult's not going to get it. The Darius is going to pull him in. Gangplank is going to have to flash out. Ultimate from Slidmere is coming in. Wames is going to take down that Shadow Clone. Farman is going to ult in. Farman's got 2 more charges of the ult. They might try to get aggressive here. The ult's coming out. Are they going to hit the charm? They hit the charm! Farman with a massive charm there to secure the kill on to Bovine Ward. And they are just going to melt down this tower. Another charm from Ardent Sensor. Slidmere getting locked up by the ultimates. Wow. PlayVS is kind of firing on all cylinders here. CJ going to try to stop, clear some of that wave to try and stall as much as they can. Death timers on 2 members of Silicaga at just over 25 seconds. That is a lot of time. Mahir is hitting so very hard. The W is going to miss. Oh, it hit. Wow. I thought that missed 100%. They are just going to take down the towers, and they are going to take the Nexus. Very strong early game. What? Hold on. Bovine Ward gonna get a lot of damage. Shuts down the Mahir. And wow. That's crazy. All right. What a game 1. Ah, the custom lobbies. Seems to be the case. We got it. That was such an electric game. Like, I snowballed there at the end, but that was exciting. Bovine, your Darius is nuts. That's sick. Alrighty. I can't wait to talk. JT works on the team here. Works on my team specifically. You've most likely interacted with him. Very, very fun. That was an exciting one. Let's see if, let's see. Yeah, we can definitely do one more. We got it's the best of 3, or we can make it a best of 1, whatever you prefer. You can try to join the queue and get a new matchup. We can take a little bit, give you some time to join, but we can definitely run another. That was exciting. I should probably get out of the slot so that Mahir can actually join. All right, I'm gonna scroll up so that we can go over here. As we are back in the lobby, we went ahead and set up a custom game. I think those game 2 lobby codes are still not functioning, unfortunately. Did not see. Seems like kind of off and on. Hey, yeah, y'all are absolutely good to run it back. Let me take a drink of water after that exciting first game. Just make sure that everybody's ready here. And you saw the talking about Ardent's outplay there. Definitely gonna have to put together a little top 5 here as we let's get some League of Legends music going. As you can act, just close your eyes, and this is actually just gonna be an LCS broadcast. You're gonna hear the music, you're gonna hear a voice, you're gonna hear League of Legends client sounds. All right, the Darius ban coming out does not surprise me. The Kaisa ban also makes sense. Hopefully Belveth is going to be banned. You definitely do not want to give. That's probably one of his favorite champions. Probably played it a lot. Yeah, Kaisa jungle. It reminds me of the Ezreal jungle days. That was definitely spooky. Wouldn't surprise me seeing a Samira ban here. The Ardent Samira was pretty gross. There you go. And JT's GP, I don't think was that dominant. I probably would say that there's probably going to be a ban here. I mean, the Kalista on Wames, maybe. Unless you think that, unless you got a good counterplay to that. The Fiora ban, like I said, I ban Fiora every game. And the Viego ban. Good. That's a nice... They're just targeting Mahir. So with the target bans to Mahir, that opens up a decent amount of things that they can do. We'll see if what they are going to first pick here. I'm honestly not sure. I mean, they could first pick the Callista, if that's what they wanted to go again. Oh, the Yone. All right. They are, they're feeling themselves now. Silicaga's gonna have to shut them. They're gonna have to shut them down, knock them down a few pegs. If they're busting out the Yone. Ooh, the Ornn pick. Ornn is a very solid, like what I mentioned, champions that you do not need a ton of utility early. You don't need a ton of help. You just farm. You have a lot of late game potential there. The Rammus. Uh-oh. Oh no, the Yone top. I was going to say, Farmin doesn't play Yone, so that's got to be a Yone top. The Sivir coming out. Please, they're not going to do Sivir Yumi. They're not going to do Sivir Yumi. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do this to me. All right, that's most likely going to be a Karthus. A Karthus jungle there. I do not believe Farmin plays Karthus, so it's probably going to be the pick. Bans here. I would like to see from the Silicaga side an Ahri ban. Mid lane has not been picked, so Ahri ban, very strong in the first game. Definitely would like to see it here, as they got 2 more bans. And then for the PlayVS side, I would expect bans towards the bot side in general. Some AD carries they don't want to ban, maybe like a Caitlyn. I don't know if they play Zeri. Zeri is not as high priority as they used to be. Like I said, the Samira, I don't know if I would give them Samira. Never ban Caitlyn. Tell that to half of the teams in Worlds. And the last ban coming out. A lot of target bans here. Another mid lane pick, probably. They banned the Yumi. They didn't want to see it come through. Honestly, it's a good ban in general. Can never hurt to ban the cat. Let's see what the last ban here from PlayVS comes in. We already got the top lane, the jungle, and the mid. So let's see if they do that. Maybe they're cocky. They already picked Yone, so maybe they don't even ban at all. They just throw a random ban out there. A Mumu? Nice. I guess they didn't need to ban Shaco because we already got the Rammus in. Aphelios. Now, maybe they bust that. Karma could be the support, but Aphelios Lulu is definitely a very strong combo. We saw it at Worlds. Be extremely strong. Riot needs to delete Nihilus kit. LeBlanc on the Farmin. Doesn't surprise me. And, of course, you can't Killian the Zillion, as Zillion comes in for the support. I mean, I see LeBlanc support sometimes, but that's only in my solo queue games, and they end up going like 9-1 and 8 pretty much every time, and it's usually against me, so. Ooh, spicy! Let's go. The Pantheon, I'm assuming support. I'm assuming Pantheon support here. That probably makes the most sense based on their current matchup. Also, absolute shout out to Silicaga joining in the correct order. I'm going to flame my team for not again, because it makes it very difficult for me to quickly see who is who. But you know, it's fine. We're going to deal with it. Alrighty. Xayah greater than Kate. Xayah is very spooky. Xayah is very, very spooky. Alrighty, friends. Let's see. And as we load into this last game, I just want to say a shout out to the Siligaga team. Y'all have been just great in general. Awesome. Interacting in chat. Dr. Mosley, Coach Mosley. I'm used to doctor for teachers. Maybe you're a doctor. Who knows? Coach Mosley. Appreciate you and your students joining us on our first practice day Q session. Been super fun, super exciting. Your players are very exciting to watch. Not entirely sure where. I'd have to see where. Is your team playing this fall? Does not look like it. Cool. Well, that's great. That means you were able to find it, which is great. You were able to find the practice day queue. Slid is absolutely playing. You are a little late, Nighthawk. We're already out of the draft phase. It doesn't surprise me that you suggested Teemo, you troll. Slid is playing. Slid's on Ramus this time. So that Yone, the Sivir, gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of pressure on LeBlanc. That is my. They banned out the Ahri. Mahir is a strong player. Wait. I don't know if they swapped. I actually... So it is a LeBlanc jungle. So this is actually very funny. Coach, this is... I said this earlier. I say Yone, but it might be Yone. I say Vigar, but it's Vagar. It just... It's like Brigitte in Overwatch. You just kind of... just have no idea. Alrighty, let's see if we're able to load into the game normally. Hopefully we are. Do not get any of those weird spectator slight bugs where I gotta cancel out and join back in. At least I know that's what we need to do for this next time. Blizzard removed May. Yeah. I didn't see anything. I didn't actually see the bug itself. But it doesn't surprise me. I didn't know if it was similar to the like Bastion ban and the Torbjorn ban and stuff like that, or removals. But we're getting into it now. We're gonna see. May returns tomorrow. Thank you for the update. Hey, Splatoon's great. Splatoon is... I did not play Splatoon that much. I had Splatoon 2. I got it from way back when, just for free. And I kind of played it. I think I did the tutorial, but I never really touched it again. But when Splatoon 3 was going to drop, we played it internally just to make sure we had like everything good to go, make sure our rulebooks were updated. And it was pretty fun. You are probably going to see us playing some Splatoon. Hey, Splatoon is super fun to play. I need to watch like the competitive matches because I haven't seen too much of that. Alrighty. I think we were able to get right in it. There we go. There we go, friends. And though I really love the Ultra Combo arcade theme, it is a nice one. Alrighty. Not gonna be any cheeky bits of information here. Let's see. Am I able to... Does anybody know how to move these things? Aha! I think we got it. Okay. Oh, they swapped roles. Wow. Now my varsity support gets on Discord. I guess I did not realize that they were swapping roles. So that's on me. Actually, it's on them for not telling me. But we got Wames in the mid lane. We got Farman on the Karthus jungle. So I'm going to be surprised if we see anything anything too crazy here. Let's take a look at this mid lane. I don't know how much mid these folks play. So let's get over to... Ooh. Bovine Ward, JT. JT does play a decent amount of Yone and likes to think that he can pop off at any time. So we'll see how this one works. And a little bit of trades coming out. Wayne's going to get a good trade there on the Zephyr. The Electrocute proc, the extra auto there at the end. There we go. For those of you who are just now joining, we are 1-2-0 in favor of PlayVS. Nice, thanks, Coach. Thanks for the context. Hey, Zephyr played at for your words, inexperienced. Zephyr played well in the first game. I mean, it was. Farman's main mid lane is going to be... Oh, actually, I'll hold it down. JT going to get ganked by the Rammus early. The E is not going to save it. Are they going to get the free kill? No, Rammus is going to take it. And a fed Rammus is always scary. Ah, yes. Thanks, Coach. No, I just muted because I had to cough and forgot to unmute. So. Ah. I'm pressing too many things at the same time. There we go. Dragon's up. Ooh, good poke there from Zephyr. Gotta be careful. Obviously, LeBlanc able to do a lot of damage at any time. I'm very sad that I cannot zoom out. Oh no, 102 fever, definitely. Hopefully you get some rest, my friend. Now we already got, let's see, ooh. The soccer ball is not going to do much. Gonna go over and take that Gromp. I would honestly say, for me, at this point in time, obviously the Rammus getting the first kill, they're most certainly the player to watch here. The player for me to watch is going to be CJ. CJ hit some really nice binds, but CJ on this Pantheon is a playmaking support. Where you want to see stuns. Ultimate on the top side, Slid Mirror coming down, gonna get the stun, gonna get the double stun. CJ Slid able to communicate perfectly and execute as Ardent Silver is going to pick up that kill. Early kill on Aphelios. Get to that late game as quick as possible. JT on the top side has the ultimate. So there is some kill potential here. The knock-up onto from Bovine is very nice. A lot of damage from Bovine. Is JT going to ult? Is not going to. Doesn't have Ignite. So they're going to take that dragon. And whoop. I'm trying to get back to our good friends in the top lane. Because they're really low. JT is gonna try and get some farm here. There's the ultimate from Bovine. If he gets a knock-up, JT's dead. He's gonna ult? Is he gonna ult? Bovine? If Bovine ults, I think it might be over. Does he kills him with the R1! Oh no! And JT had flash. You bet that all 5 people are pinging JT right now, saying, why did you not just flash the R1? Great kill there from Bovine. Does not shock me in the slightest. And similar to the Aphelios, early kills onto your late game champions are definitely going to help you in the long run. Let's check in on the mid lane here. Matchup is pretty even. Karma's got that tier and is stacking it up. Again, big focus on that late game playmaking potential here. Ult's coming out from Karthus. Karthus on the other side. We gotta check in on this. Karthus trying to get his jungle. Slid is gonna get collapsed on here, I think. JT's on the backside. I think JT might just watch farm and die. Nope. Let's see. Slid is going to fall, unfortunately. Farm in there, able to get enough of the slows. Most likely going to see play versus bot lane back here. Aphelios picking up the Noon Quiver. Going to continue to stack that damage. It is a lot of damage from this Ornn. Wayme's going to stop the back. The flash forward. Flash for flash. Inexperienced. Nope. They're going to flash forward and try to take out this LeBlanc. Zephyr said, Waymes, you might have had a good time bot lane, but you are not going to do that. You're not going to back in my face here. But here's on getting some very deep wards. TPing back. Going to see LeBlanc is going to get a gank here in the mid lane. Wayme's coming up. Not going to hit the chains. Just going to dodge out. Most likely you're going to see Zephyr survive. Uh-oh. The chains land the stun. Mahir is going to ult himself. I do not think he's going to get out of it. He's just going to get taunted when he comes up again. Oh no! Waymes hits the chain. Hits the stun. The electrocute proc. It's not going to be enough. Oh, Slid, Mirror, just barely making it out with their life. That's Zillion ult down. That's... Ooh, the double bomb there. There's going to be a lot of damage onto Zephyr. Mahir on this Zillion, definitely able to just continue to poke, continue to get that damage. A very frustrating team. Ah, yes. Good call, my friend. Thank you. There we go. Hey, oh, it's in a production, all right. Audio not coming through. But hey, when those are the standards, you can only go up. Let's see. JT's not going to get knocked up this time. He says, I don't care how much damage I'm going to take. Yeah, this Ornn is oppressive. The stun? Maybe. If he walks towards the wall, it's going to be spooky. You're going to see. I feel like JT is out for blood in this game. He was able to pick up that kill early. Kind of saved him in the mid lane. Has saved him in the mid game, I should say. And let's see. Uh-oh. You got Slid coming through. Let's see. They might be just trying to set up for that Rift Herald. The second Drake's coming up here. Now listen. I think that if Silicaga continues to funnel into this bot lane, we could see a game 3. Because it is... Slid's gonna get seen here. LeBlanc is coming up. Slid does not have flash. Gonna have to ult to get out and find some safety, unfortunately. Wames on that LeBlanc is going to be able to roam very quickly. The ult. Do we see Slid? The ball is just going to come up. Able to get the stun. Ult's coming through from Karth. Is going to be a lot of damage. Slid is going to dodge both of the bombs. Another knock up there from CJ. Ardent Silver, they just do not have a lot of health to play with. You cannot make that many mistakes. Ardent Silver's going in. Oh, Pantheon, I should say. Pantheon had a lot of health. CJ smelt blood in the water. No. The Grasp proc is going to get a little bit of health back onto the Ornn, but Ornn does not have a lot of health. No ultimate from JT either, so I think the kill pressure on the top side is going to drop. Karma's going to go ahead and clear the wave. Wow. They still have not backed. Barman coming in, taking a ton of damage. Going to try to shove. Oh, no, no, no. Harmon's going to have to flash to get away from Ardent's Q. There's been so much skirmishing. Now, this is very dangerous. Ornn's coming through. The Ornn ult is most likely going to be up by the time they're able to get through. They might just keep going. Ornn ult's going to be up in just a few moments. They're pinging for it. As we see... they're not going to use it. They're definitely going to want to save that ult for potentially a team fight at this Rift Herald. Going to try to secure it. No plates to be grabbed. Probably going to be the only Rift Herald in the game. It's going to go over to Silicaga. Yet again, this second Drake just sitting up forever. Very low Drake priority in these games, but Ardent Silver's going to back. I would assume Ardent has Gale Force. 100 CS. Over 30 CS up on their laner. Ooh. Not quite Gale Force. But able to pick up the tier 2 boots, the extra pickaxe, the crit cloak, and they are... Aphelios is ready to do some damage. Already got the Sunfire up on Ornn. And you gotta be careful, JT. Walking very close to that wall. William's gonna come through. They're basically trading very evenly. Both chains coming out. Bovine and JT trading up in the top lane. Going back to the mid lane. They are just... This has been way more of a constantly trading mid lane. Oh, JT stopped the back. Ult coming in. Bovine gonna be tough. Is he gonna ult? He is not. He gonna get JT to safety. And everybody's gonna go back to farming, even though JT does not want to farm. Oh no! I think Zephyr has enough shield there. Oh no, the extra auto, I think that's gonna be it. The flash there. The roaming support cannot Killian the Zillion. Mahir is just gonna continue to run around. Mahir is unkillable at the moment. Let's see if the Ornn decides to rotate down. Oh! And the taunt is going to save it. The TP coming in from Wames. Chain's going to come through. CJ going to take a decent amount of damage. Going to block it with the E. It is not going to do much. CJ is going to go down. More fighting happen up on the top side. Slit is going to chalk up the farming. Going to stun him. But there's just so much damage coming out. I don't know if Slit's going to get out. And he does. And he's got the Rift Herald. That could be could be the first tower of the game, depending on where he drops it. Where they drop it, I should say. They're pinging down on the bot side to try and get there and defend. Ardent Silver able to get that down to about half health. Now JT has ultimate. We're going to see if want to keep going. It does not. He just does not do a lot of damage to this Ornn. Sunfire, plated steel caps. A lot of armor there on the side of Bovine. He's going to be a very difficult cow to take down. The stun. Oof. Radiant able to knock down some of that shield. That's coming through. And just going to continue to trade. I want to see this Drake fall. That is what I would like to see. And, as I say it, Slid is going to come down. Doesn't have a lot there. Definitely wants to drop this Rift Herald bot lane. I'm imagining that there's going to be a strong shove here. But it is very hard to shove against Sivir and Zillion. It is not easy. Farman's down here too. It's going to be a 3v3. Stun's going to come through. Able to taunt Iridian. Iridian's going to keep pushing out that damage. Aphelios just melts Farman. Slid takes no damage. JT on the backside. Able to cast everything to take down Ardent Silver. Really big shutdown. Slid going to try to sneaky drop the Rift Herald. And I don't think, unfortunately, with that wave coming, it is not going to be able to hit that tower and take it down. Very sad turn of events there on the side of Silicaga, and very much what you needed to see on the side of PlayVS. Huge TP there from JT, able to secure the dragon. And we're most likely going to see a reset as everybody backs. Aphelios going Kraken Slayer instead of my initial thought of Gale Force. Absolutely, Coach Mosley. You should email support@playversus.com and we can make sure we get it to you. Ask for Logan and we can get it to you in the morning. Y'all should be able to, if you want the VOD, you can download. Obviously, you can listen to my voice, but y'all should be able to get the VODs regularly. You can also view this VOD at any time. As we just get a double kill down on that side, JT is going to have a lot to do to try and do any damage to Slid and Bovine here. But JT is going to get out, going to hit the blast cone. Wames is going to try and dash away for his life. Playing a little bit of footsies. Wames is going to get out. Bovine just narrowly misses the stun here. No ghost here, but might be able to get Wames. Slid able to dodge out of that one. Probably for the best. A lot of armor means JT And Iridian Light will not do damage. Unfortunately, Wames is gonna do a lot of damage. Slid is sitting on a ward, but Bovine's gonna get the ult, gets knocked up, and isn't able to get the R2. The taunt coming out. Slid is able to take down Wames. Farman is gonna keep doing damage on a Bovine. Same problem. Not a lot of able to do. Bovine able to just barely dodge out. Farman has gotta be upset with that one. What a turn of events there. Arden and CJ getting deleted on the bot side, but Bovine and Slid just being a very strong front line. And Bovine is going to take down JT. This Ornn is unstoppable. The Ornn train is here. Wames TPing on the backside. Going to dodge the chain. Nice flash there from Zephyr. Because a chain there is probably a lot of damage coming out from this LeBlanc. Mistake pop there from Mahir, accidentally misclicking the stopwatch. We're not going to say anything more about it. Ooh, the double bomb there from Ardent. That's going to chunk them down to about 60% of their health. Let's see. No objectives really to take at this point. As we see, Slid is going to stick around. He's got Ardent Silver. He's got CJ. But Ardent Silver does not have enough damage to really make anything happen. They got to flash over, and it's just a 5v2 at this point. Bovine is very beefy, though. Is CJ going to be able to save him? They are not. Bovine, the raid boss, is going to fall. And pings for Baron are coming through. The 25 to 30 second death timers is going to be a lot. They might be able to burn this down. JT TPing top to catch the wave. And they're going to join their team. Mahir might fall to this. Is going to have to ult to save their life. Very spooky there on this side of PlayVS, but is not going to really be a problem as this Baron is going to be secured. All right, so looking at these win conditions here, this gold lead is a lot closer than it was last game. And your gold is currently, on the side of Silicaga, is Bovine and Slid, as they are the front line to end all front lines at this point. If Silicaga groups at 5, I am not confident that PlayVS is going to be able to take down this team as a group of 5. Between the Karma Shields, between the damage and the stuns, not the greatest guns here for a team fight. They're going to pull off of the Drake. It's going to give PlayVS a chance to kind of get some more vision. They're calling Bovine down. We might have ourselves a full-on 5v5. Last game essentially ended at a Drake fight. We'll see what this one looks like. See if Silicaga can turn it back around. Zephyr's taking a lot of damage early, though. Farman able to slow a lot of people. Bovine is trying to heal up because he's got a 15. He's going to stun. Going to knock up 2. Wames is in the back line. Probably going to untouched at the moment. Just going to delete them. Ult coming in for Karthus. Massive ult coming in. And that armor stacking is just going to be not enough, unfortunately, with how much damage Wames and Farman are putting out on that AP mid and jungle. And this Infernal Drake is going to go towards PlayVS. Wow. Big fight there. Big fight. Still, now, again, obviously Baron buff. Able to do a decent amount with the Baron. Probably going to get 2, maybe a third, but Baron is most likely going to fall here shortly. Got a quarter of its timer left. Maybe they get that top lane turn. Mahir's pretty good. Mahir's pretty good. Mahir at this point is, Mahir has been Diamond Plus in previous seasons. Currently, I beat mid to top plat, I believe, is their ranking. But he is having a very, very effective game so far. Just having just cross map pressure. I mean, Iridian Light is 2-1 in 11, but they've kind of been alone for the majority of the game. Jungle proximity has got to be very low. I mean, unless you're talking about proximity against the other jungler, because Mahir has been in the Silicaga jungle more than probably Slidmere themselves. There'll be a lot of damage onto this bovine. Do they have flash? They're probably able to get out. Oh, the knock up over the wall for JT. The E is going to do a little bit more damage when he recalls. Is he able to get out? Bovine going to take more damage, and the Iridian Light tip of the Q is going to finish them off. Farman is going to fall to Ardent Silver, but Wames is probably going to take him on the backside. Ult's coming through. CJ is going to block some of it, but not enough. As only Slidmere lives to tell the tale. Hey, the best part about games like this, just from my own perspective of playing and watching my own games, is there's always like things you can take out of the game, especially when playing against. I mean, JT is a mid plat player typically, and Bovine, who at least based on the rankings I'm seeing here, is not mid plat, and I think they're doing a great job against JT. Now JT is off roll, but still, there's a lot of good stuff that's come out of this game. I really think Silicaga has played very, very well. Unfortunately, they for the last two fights have just kind of got slapped with the wallet. Now, when Bovine hits 16, they're going to be able to level up another one. Probably that Sunfire Cape on the side of Slid. So, on the side of Silicaga, they're going to have to take down and lock up, most likely, this LeBlanc, if they can. LeBlanc's going to be hard to catch, but if you can lock up and take out this LeBlanc, you got so much armor on your Rammus and your Ornn that there might be enough to allow your Aphelios to get their damage out, allow the Karma to get their damage out. Ooh. Gonna see them come in. You definitely have Slid. Slid's going in. Gonna stun Wames and just very quickly get out. Mahir popping the Shurelias. Not much gonna do. I think they thought they were deeper in the jungle than they were. SHS is sitting in the lane. The stun coming up. Gonna try to lock up the Mahir. Are they able to take him down? Mahir dies with ult. That is a huge turn as the ult is coming through here. Bovine not going to hit so much. JT's going to knock up a lot of people with that ultimate. Farman's going to come through with his ult as well. Slidmere is just very, very tanky. But Farman is just... Oh, Farman's going to fall! The shutdown goal onto the Karma. There's just a little too greedy there on the side of Farman. The shutdown gold has been granted over on to the LeBlanc, or not the LeBlanc, the Karma. So should be able to get a little bit more. JT potentially going to take this inhib. And they are... JT's going to back off, play it a little safe, retreat for that Infernal Drake. Infernal Soul is very, very big, especially on a team like PlayVS, who are very ahead in this game. Slidmere are going to go in. Luckily, they're Rammus. They're able to get right back out. Ooh, that is going to be a lot of damage. The ultimate from Zillion coming out onto Wames. Wames is not going to die just yet. CJ onto the back line, but it's a 1v3 at the moment. Slid is coming through. Maybe they're able to stun up Slidmere. Slidmere are able to at least stun. JT going to knock him up. It is a lot of damage coming out from this Karthus and this LeBlanc. Farman just going to continue to do damage, and it is just going to melt away this Ornn. Zephyr going to try to do something, anything, to get anything back for Silicaga, but unfortunately, they are just one champion. Alrighty. Now, no inhibitor down just yet. Despite that fight, they obviously took the Infernal Drake. More stats on to the side of PlayVS. But you still got an inhibitor. You don't have to worry about those super minions crashing in on you. That is one of the toughest things. Wow. Thanks for the spoilers, JT and Farman. Alrighty. CJ, you had some great plays there early. You had some great plays. That was nice. Y'all have a very, very strong early game, I will say. Definitely feel Slidmere has pulled off some really nice ganks, both top and bot in both games, so. The ult's coming in. Karthus just going to do so much damage. Late game Karthus is going to do a lot. Slidmere is doing everything they can, but Slidmere is just going to get melted. The ult away is not going to do enough. Wames coming through. Basically one-shots Ardent Silver. And that is going to be the end of it, friends. As we are going to see maybe Bovine can eke out another kill. The early R2, unfortunately, is not going to do too much. Bovine doing a little dancing under the turret, trying to do what they can. Save the KDA. And that is going to be the end of it, friends. As we come to the... Watch this Nexus explode. Let's see. This is what I wanted. There we go. Check out this post-game lobby. Let's get back in the queue. I think we have some folks that need to leave, if I remember correctly. Oh, man. Hey, coach, I know, obviously the end of the game says what the end of the game says.